Hi, I'm Corinne from CorinneWorsley.com, helping professional women to regain clarity, confidence and control in their lives and to release the rebel within. So, let me ask you, have you ever found yourself cancelling something really important, missing a family event perhaps, to work, only to discover that that work really wasn't that important? Have you found that your passions in life have just fallen by the wayside to be replaced by long hours that just never seem to end? Have you found that you've just stopped taking care of yourself, that you're not eating well, you're not sleeping enough, and you're not exercising at all, to the detriment of your health, your mental and your physical health? Have you found perhaps that you've had a tough time at work only to discover that there was nothing else in your life to balance out that tough time, which made it seem even tougher, which made it even more difficult to deal with? Don't despair. If any of these resonate with you, the likelihood is that you are working too hard, that the job has control over you rather than you being in control of your job. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about a few ways in which we can get you back in the driver's seat of your professional life. So by the end of the video, I'm hoping you're going to go away with some tools that you can implement straight away to help you take back control. So where do we start? First thing I want to talk to you about is boundaries. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, you will have heard me talk about boundaries on many occasions. So what do I mean by boundaries? Most simply put, a boundary is what's okay for you and what is not okay for you. So, what is okay for you as regards your working hours? Do you even know? Do you even think that having an idea of what's okay for you will even make a difference? Perhaps you think it doesn't matter what you think is okay because your boss wants you to work 11 million hours in a week. You've got to get clear on what's okay for you. So what time in the morning are you willing to start? What time in the evening do you need to leave? And you need to set those boundaries and make it the exception rather than the rule that you work beyond those hours. And the only way to set those boundaries is to actually take action. So you actually need to start arriving maybe a little bit later, leaving a little bit earlier than you have been. And it's not going to be easy to begin with, but if you want to get control back of your life, to not feel completely overwhelmed by your work, then it's necessary. And what I would say is, in the beginning, if it helps, start scheduling things that mean you literally can't work any longer than those hours. So start scheduling to meet someone to go to the gym, or to meet someone for a drink, or to meet someone for dinner, to make you leave the office. And if you are single, this is even more important. When we don't have someone at home who's waiting for us, who's ringing us, asking us, where are you? What time are you getting home? It's all too easy to be the one that stays in the office the longest. And, you know, to feel like people with families, they need to go home earlier more than you do, which is absolutely not the case. So think about ways in which you can force yourself to leave the office. And also, I would like you to think about escaping, rebelling against the culture of exhaustion as a status symbol. So I know in many offices, it's almost like a competition to see who can stay the longest, who's working the most hours, who's most exhausted, who's sleeping under their desk. So don't join in with that competition. Be the rebel. Be the one who shows people that you can get your work done in a reasonable amount of time, and that you can leave and you can have a personal life. And if you cannot get your work done in a reasonable amount of time, then it is time to have a chat with your managers about what needs to be taken off your plate. It's really important to be having those conversations. So what next? What I want you to do is take control and take care of your energy. Your energy is so important. And when we're depleted energetically, it's so much more difficult to be productive and effective at work. So taking care of your energy is actually a way to ensure that you spend less time working and less time at the office. So what do I mean? Exercise. We need to be exercising at least 5 times a week, 30 minutes moderate exercise. We have to be fitting that into our lives. And sitting at a desk all day, it can really take a toll on the body. So what I want you to do is find a way to, even if it's just going for a 30-minute walk each day, maybe it's at lunchtime or before you start work or after work, find a way to start fitting exercise back into your routine, because it's not just good for our body, it's also incredibly important for our minds to operate effectively. So the more you exercise, the more alert and on it you're going to be, and the more productive and effective you will be at work. Same goes for sleep. When we are depleted of sleep, when we are lacking sleep, we just do not perform to our best. Everything is so much more difficult. We find everything much more tiring. We are just not on top of our game. So make sure that you are getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. And it may mean cutting down on the caffeine, especially in the afternoons, because that spikes our adrenaline, and adrenaline's job is to keep us ever so slightly awake. So it will either stop you from falling asleep, or it will cause you to have a poor quality sleep, which leaves you feeling tired in the morning and reaching for the caffeine again. And then let's look at nutrition. So make sure that you are feeding your body the nutrients that it needs in order to operate well. I know when we're time poor, it's all too easy to reach for the quickest solution, but often the quickest solution isn't that much quicker than going home and cooking some chicken in the oven and boiling some vegetables or steaming some vegetables. These things really don't take that long. So start to think about ways in which you can make sure you are nourishing yourself properly. And then the next thing that I want you to think about is setting timers and giving yourself specific tasks to complete within that time. So set yourself a timer of 45 minutes to 60 minutes on your phone with an alarm, and get really focused in that time. Give yourself a specific task that you want to complete and let nothing else distract you. So turn off your email if necessary, put your phone in airplane mode. Tell anyone who comes to see you at your desk that you are busy right now, but you will get back to them. And just focus all of your attention on that one task. Don't let yourself be distracted, and you will be amazed at how much you can get done in that 45 minutes, which could perhaps have taken you 2 hours, 3 hours ordinarily. And this is the other thing, the longer we give ourselves to complete tasks, the longer they take. The same goes with just staying that little bit longer, in order to get things done. The more we give ourselves permission to just stay another hour, to just stay till 8 o'clock to get something done, the more we end up dragging out the tasks that we're doing to fit the time that we've allowed. So give that a whirl, see how it works for you. And once you've finished your block of time, get up, move away from your desk, move your body, go and rehydrate or go for a walk. Just do something that is non-work related to give your brain a rest, and then you can come back and go again for another 45 or 60 minute session. And then the final thing that I want to bring to you today is, if you are a bit of a workaholic and you find that your work has taken over your life, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe you are using your work to hide from something. Maybe your work is enabling you to not look at something difficult that's going on in your life, to maybe not look at the fact that you just really struggle with intimate relationships, or that there's something going on at home that you just don't know how to deal with, you don't want to deal with, and so working is a really great excuse to not look at those things. We all use things to numb when we've got difficult stuff going on. It can be food, it can be alcohol, it can be working too much, it can be all of the above. But numbing doesn't solve the problem. It doesn't make it go away. And what happens is we end up 10 years down the line and we've got the exact same problems and issues going on in our lives. Whereas if we bite the bullet, take the initiative and look at what's going on for us truly, look deep within and just ask yourself, am I working this hard in order to protect myself from having to do something that I don't want to do, that I don't feel equipped to do? And if you are, then it's time to nip that habit in the bud and use the energy and the time that you spend working to find a way to solve the problem in your life. There is always somebody out there who can help you. There is always a way. As Marie Forleo says, everything is figure-outable. So I hope that that has given you some ideas to take away, and I would love to hear from you which one you're going to choose. What I want you to do is to pick one, just one of those things, whether it be getting more sleep, whether it be organising to do things outside of work, and whether it be using those timed slots to get your work done. Pick one, try it out for a few weeks and just see what difference it makes in your life. Just watch yourself getting back in that driver's seat of your life and taking back control. Do let me know which one you choose and how you get on. I would love to get your feedback and your comments and see how this works for you. And as always, if you need that extra bit of support, that is exactly why I am here. So if you feel like you need to get back clarity, confidence, control, all three, and you want to create a life that you love and that brings you joy every single day, then I am your woman. Please do reach out to me. You can contact me via email, corinne@corinneworsley.com, or via my website, www.corinneworsley.com/contact. Or you can follow me on social media. I'm all over social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So please do come and connect with me, and I will help you in any way that I possibly can. That's it for today's video. So I wish you luck in your quest to take back control of your life and stop working so hard. And I look forward to speaking to you again very, very soon. Bye for now.